Will cost you $3,000 cash.
I don't have that.
Well, that's the price.
The mechanic wiped his hands on a greasy rag and shook his head slowly. It's bad, he said. Transmission, suspension. Honestly, you're lucky it didn't break down on a highway. Across from him stood Lena Brooks, a black woman in her early 30s, average height, 5 feet 5 inches, slim build, medium dark skin, tired but determined brown eyes, natural hair pulled back into a low puff, wearing a faded denim jacket over a plain gray t-shirt, black leggings, worn sneakers, posture polite but tense. How much? Lena asked quietly. The mechanic didn't hesitate. $3,000. Cash. Her shoulders stiffened. I don't have that. He sighed, already turning away. Well, that's the price. What he didn't know was that help was already on its way.
Before we continue, tell us where you are watching from in the comments. We would like to know how far these videos go. And if stories like this matter to you, stay with me, like this video, and subscribe to Black Justice so more people can hear these powerful lessons. Your support helps us keep telling stories that matter. Now back to the story.
Lena stared at her car, an old sedan with peeling paint and a cracked taillight. It ran fine yesterday, she said softly. I just need it for work. The mechanic, Evan Miller, a white man in his late 40s, average height 5 feet 9 inches, stocky build, fair skin, thinning sandy hair, oil-stained coveralls, impatient expression, shrugged. Cars don't care about yesterday. Each word made the garage feel smaller. I can't even drive it out? Lena asked. Nope. Unsafe. She nodded, swallowing hard. Can I make a call? Evan waved her off. Make it quick. Lena stepped outside, hands shaking as she dialed. Dad, she said when the call connected. I don't know what to do. There was a pause. Then a calm voice replied, I'm on my way. Evan watched her from the doorway, unimpressed. Family bailout, he muttered. Good luck. 30 minutes later, the shop fell quiet. A sleek black sedan rolled into the lot. Polished, expensive, out of place. The driver stepped out. Charles Brooks, a black man in his early 60s, tall, 6 feet 2 inches, solid build, deep brown skin, close-cut gray hair, sharp but gentle eyes, wearing a tailored dark suit, crisp white shirt, no tie, posture calm and authoritative. He looked around once, then spotted Lena. Are you okay? He asked. She nodded, relief flooding her face. They said my car needs everything replaced. Charles turned toward Evan. May I see the report? Evan straightened. Sir, this is between me and your daughter. Charles smiled politely. I am paying, so it is also between you and me. Evan handed over the paper. Charles scanned it in silence. The room felt heavier. You're charging her for parts that aren't even installed. Charles said evenly, and labor for work that hasn't started. Evan scoffed. You don't know cars. Charles looked up. I know numbers. He took out his phone and placed it on speaker. This is Charles Brooks, he said, chairman of Brooks Automotive Holdings. The line answered instantly. Yes, sir. Charles gestured around garage. I'd like compliance audit on Miller Auto. Immediately. Evan's face drained of color. Wait. Charles raised a hand. He didn't raise his voice. He raised the truth. Within minutes, inspectors arrived. Not loudly, not dramatically, just officially. They reviewed invoices, parts, records. Evan stood silent as violations stacked up. The lead inspector turned to Charles. This shop has a pattern of predatory billing. License suspension is likely. Charles nodded. Thank you. He turned to Lena. Your car needs a minor repair, he said gently. $500. I'll cover it. Lena blinked. Dad? Charles squeezed her shoulder. No one should be punished for being honest. Evan finally spoke, voice low. I didn't know who she was. Charles met his eyes. That's exactly the problem. The shop closed early that day. Lena drove away safely, and the silence left behind was corrective, not cruel. Respect costs nothing, but means everything.
If this story touched your heart and reminded you that respect should never depend on appearances, race, or color, take a moment to subscribe. Your support helps us share more Black justice stories that inspire change, spark awareness, and remind the world what dignity truly looks like. Like and share this video and leave a comment. Your voice helps bring these stories to life and keeps the message alive. Is here. Your voice matters here.